We are good, and we'll go ahead and continue with Ian Book. So if you do have a question, please go ahead and raise your hand. Ian, your first question is from Eric Hansen.
Hey, and I don't want to dismiss what happened today, but I am curious if you had been following what had been going on with Trevor Lawrence, if you had heard partial scores from the BC Clemson game, just kind of your awareness during and after the game of what was going on with that.
I mean, I heard the Trevor Lawrence news when everyone else did, just from the guys talking about it after it got released on social media. And then I knew I think it was like maybe 21-14 last time I saw, and then we had to get ready for the game. So I didn't hear anything until the very end. But BC played a hell of a game, so it's good for them.
We'll go next to Angelo DiCarlo.
Not to do the same thing Eric just did, but then have you heard officially now that he is out for next week? And what is your reaction to obviously him not being able to play in this game?
Right. I mean, first thing, I feel for him. I know that's probably killing him inside. I've met him before. He's a good dude, and I know he's a competitor. So I couldn't imagine. I bet that really sucks. But at the end of the day, on the offensive side, he doesn't play defense. So we got to do what we got to do. And our defense will handle it. They'll prepare for whoever they got to prepare for. And but again, he doesn't play defense, and they're going to have all those guys that they've been playing with week in and week out ready to go. So it's on us. But I feel for him. Feel really sorry for him.
We'll go next to Pete Sampson.
Ian, what are one or two things you would point to over the last couple of weeks that you think elevates the team's confidence going to Clemson? Like, a couple of things that maybe you accomplished Pitt today that boosts how you guys feel about yourselves going into November 7th. Yeah,
just the fact that we're getting better every week. We haven't peaked yet, and we don't even – Coach Kelly just kept talking about keep ascending your game, week in and week out, just keep going up and up. And he challenged us with Pitt, and we were able to do that and throw the ball around, and guys on the perimeter made some huge plays, and we were able to do that today. We took another step forward, and obviously there's some plays we want back, no doubt. We definitely hurt ourselves a little bit tonight, and we'll go back to the drawing boards and get that fixed. Those are all team efforts, but it's just getting better every week. It is about just getting the win. There's no doubt about that at the end of the day, having a W in the column, but we want to win in a dominant fashion, and we just want to keep getting better every week. And, we've known this Clemson game's on the schedule, and we're here now. So it's a great time to keep getting better and better and keep getting more games under our belt, and now it's time to go.
We'll go next to Chris Heidel.
Hey, Ian, thanks for taking my call here. Just talk about your last two performances on the road. What have you been working on? Because you've been pretty good on the road. And what are you going to work on this week against Clemson? Because the last time we played against Clemson was the Cotton Bowl a couple of years.
I worked on a lot of things. One of the main things was just timing and knowing where guys will be at the right time, and I've been able to get better at that every week. And I just feel more comfortable with those guys out in the perimeter, just putting in more reps, day in and day out. And the other one was just bringing juice to this offense and keep rolling. We know what we can do, and tonight we hurt ourselves a few times, and we understood that Georgia Tech's a really good football team, but we felt like we could drive up and down the field, and then we would get down there and we would make a mistake that would hurt ourselves. And we noticed that, and we're going to go back to the drawing boards tomorrow and get that fixed. But those are the main things, and I'm glad that I've had a few good games under my belt. I'm ready to keep going. I got a lot more work to do, though.
We'll go next to Patrick Engel.
Ian, we heard Coach tell us a little while ago he would have ideally liked to see you guys score a little bit faster.
Right.
I mean, you still move the ball down the field effectively. I mean, as the quarterback, how do you feel about what ways you guys want to score, and particularly wanting to be able to score faster against Clemson, or kind of methodically do it the way you've done it?
Yeah, at the end of the day, the last 2 weeks we've scored in our first drive. It took a while, that's for sure, but this team's gritty. We had a penalty, and we had to get a few third downs, and we took up a lot of time to go down and get a score on our first drive. That's 2 weeks in a row, and that's huge. That is starting fast. It might have taken a little bit longer than we wanted to, but still, that was the first time we were on the field and we were able to score. I think you know, what Coach Kelly wants is that next possession, keep scoring. You know, it's not just one and done. You got to keep doing it for the first quarter, the second quarter, and just keep your foot on the gas. That's what he wants to see.